Overrated. Is Jayden Daniels overrated? There's such a mixed opinion over rookie quarterbacks this season because there are 3 to 4 playing at a really high level. So let's be real. As much of a surprise as the Commanders are, their roster was arguably the weakest of the 4 teams starting a rookie quarterback, excluding the Patriots. But Washington has been able to push their pieces to play way above expectation and create new stars, something that Ron Rivera's tenure could not. But this is a video about the first round pick, fresh face of Washington, D.C. Now, is Jayden Daniels overrated? Can he beat an above 500 team? Is he truly a superstar? Or is Jayden Daniels just the next flop of a Redskins Commander quarterback? Now, before we discuss, is Jayden Daniels overrated, let's look at the situation that's around Jayden Daniels. Let's talk about his pass catchers. Terry McLaurin is obviously a star, but besides that, there is no great secondary pass catcher. I mean, there's Noah Brown, Luke McCaffrey, De'Ami Brown, Olademi Zaccheaus. Tight end, you have the aging Zach Ertz with a blocking tight end and John Bates and a hopefully potential showing Ben Sinnott, who was picked in the second round. Running back wise, Austin Eckler is an above average piece for a receiving back, and Chris Rodriguez and Jeremy Nichols are passable running backs 3 and 4, but Brian Robinson being a power back. The pass catchers and other playmakers around Jayden Daniels are averaged with the touch of slightly above average, besides Terry being the star. A slightly above average offensive line for the Commanders that holds names like Tyler Biadasz at center, Brandon Coleman at left tackle, Andrew Wiley at right tackle, and other players, Nick Allegretti. Defensively, it is a very average defense. The secondary has been notably incredibly weak, and the pass rush has been a little limiting, a little lackluster, as we will say, with a couple different players, though, breaking out. The situation around Jayden Daniels isn't amazing, frankly, but there definitely is worse in the NFL, I will say. There's a couple different pieces that I think could be serious contenders on keeping Jayden Daniels healthy and keeping Jayden Daniels in a competitive situation. Now, we have talked about what's around Jayden Daniels, but let's answer the question, is Jayden Daniels overrated? And the answer is going to be no. Jayden Daniels right now is on a higher trajectory than Lamar Jackson. Now, let's put this clear. Jayden Daniels is an older rookie than Lamar was when he was a rookie, to be fair. But right now, Jayden Daniels is on a higher projection. Now, Lamar Jackson started only a few games his rookie year, but I compared Lamar Jackson's first games he started versus Jayden Daniels' first game he started. And Jayden Daniels has a 15% higher completion percentage. Jayden Daniels has 650 more passing yards. Jayden Daniels has double his amount of touchdowns. Jayden Daniels also has 1 less interception than Lamar. And there, by the way, this is for the first few games that they've started. And the only thing that Lamar edges him out is with another 100 rushing yards. Jayden Daniels right now is playing better than a rookie Lamar. Now, my point to this is, can Jayden Daniels grow, develop? Because Lamar Jackson has done a fantastic job of growing and developing. So can Jayden Daniels follow suit? I think so. Now, the second point is the second half Cliff Kingsbury fall off, and it's frankly an effect. Obviously, you're going to see the graphic that I'm putting on the screen right now. Cliff Kingsbury has this little thing he likes to do where he falls off in the second half of the season. Either defenses begin to understand him, his plays just aren't hitting, or he's cursed. I don't know what it is, but with Cliff Kingsbury being our offensive coordinator, yes, we have experienced a little bit of the second half Cliff Kingsbury curse. But Jayden Daniels has had a couple games where he's trying to break that curse, which to me is incredibly impressive because defenses have been starting to catch on to this Commanders team, and Jayden Daniels is starting to have to do more and more. And, while we're on the topic of coaches, I will say it is a good coaching staff around Jayden, but Jayden has also done a ton of this without let's just say a superstar head coach. I'm not saying Dan Quinn is a bad head coach at all, but he's not like Ben Johnson, that offensive coordinator on the Lions. He's not some crazy offensive guru. Dan Quinn is a older, slightly traditional coach, but that has worked for this Commanders team that was in such a dire need of culture. Now, let's go back to number 3, aka kind of the first point I made in this video when I was kind of describing some of the context around Jayden. The receivers, the pass catchers, are average to below average besides Terry. Zach Ertz is average. Noah Brown average. All the other receivers that I mentioned before, besides Terry McLaurin, are average. Now, I think someone like Luke McCaffrey could develop into being something above average, but he's not there yet. And Noah Brown is, trust me, painfully average. Yes, he caught the Hail Mary, which was wonderful to see him catch that Hail Mary, but he's had a lot of drops this season that have really hurt the Commanders. Now, my final point is that Jayden Daniels is simply just a rookie that took a 3-win team last year and a projected 6-win team this year into a possible playoff contention in his first year of a rebuild with a huge roster turnover and a roster where the last 6th-round picks before him have been cut. Jayden Daniels has absolutely exceeded expectations, and Jayden Daniels will absolutely be a star. No, he's not overrated. He is doing miracles for this Commanders generation. And the biggest thing is, can JD5 stay healthy? In my opinion, I think that's gonna be one of the biggest things: his development and his ability to stay healthy. Because the Commanders don't often hit on a quarterback, and when they do, there is frequently injury issues. Obviously, RG3 is an obvious one. Joe Theismann had to end his career early. The Commanders need health and stability at the quarterback position. And can Jayden bring that to him? And I think the answer is yes. Now, let's address some of the concerns people have about Jayden Daniels. Some people say he relies on his legs too much. Like I said, when I compared Jayden Daniels' first starts to Lamar Jackson's first starts, you see that Jayden actually is way more of a pocket passer, or at least just a passer, than Lamar was. Another concern is that people say that Jayden Daniels hasn't beat a really good above 500 playoff team. And well, yes, there's not a ton of great teams that he's beat so far. I mean, beating the Cardinals, and I mean smoking the Cardinals, is always a great sign. The loss to the Steelers was frankly on drops, some shitty play calling, a little bit of shitty officiating, and frankly some luck. And they only lost by 1 point to the Cardinals. Losing by a touchdown to that Ravens team. I mean, obviously, if they were being blown out by these really good teams, I would say, yeah, this is pretty concerning. But Jayden Daniels is hanging in there with really good teams. And frankly, some of the teams that he's beaten, like the Bengals, I mean, the Bengals will have a great record, but that's not a terrible football team. You see where they're bringing other teams. You see where they're pushing other teams. The Browns just beat the Steelers in the snow, and Jayden Daniels smoked the Browns. Now, I get it, to be fair. It was also, it was Deshaun Watson, the massage diddling, whatever you want to call him, playing quarterback, so I get it. It's kind of difficult. But that defense got decimated by Jayden Daniels. Well, this is just my opinion, ladies and gentlemen. I hate to see all this Jayden Daniels overrated. I still think Jayden Daniels should be the Rookie of the Year over Brock Bowers and over Bo Nix. Again, that's just my personal opinion. But tell me what your opinion, guys, is in the comments. I hope I summarized this well, because I know I made a couple mistakes when I started talking about Caleb Williams in like 2 videos ago. So hopefully no one's trying to eat my ass in the comments about it. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you join our Discord. Drop a like, drop a sub. Let me know what you like or don't like about it. We're trying to build a really cool community in that Discord, so definitely pop in. I love answering comments, so guys, keep it up. I'll have more shitty content coming out for you guys very soon. Thank you guys again for watching. Remember, smoke crack, eat drywall.